One, and we're live.
We're
Hello,
live.
everyone. Hope you're all well. It's Sunday night, and we're back on. It's been a couple of weeks. How are you, Mick?
Yeah, Christy, mate. Good to be back on a Sunday. Yeah, you're right. It's been a couple of weeks.
It has been, isn't it? It has been. Well, all the matches have been up and down, really. It's the same as this week, really. It's easier when it's been a match at the weekend. We ain't got a match to review.
No, I know. That's the hard thing about it. Although it's transfer deadline day and everything, or tomorrow, but transfers. It's not really been. It's only been stories, but it looks like it could be a case of waiting for a striker, and all of a sudden, three come along at once. Do you know what I mean?
I'm not being funny, right? I don't know whether you've been watching these fucking YouTube channels that have been moaning about no deals getting done and all that. Do you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden, it looks like we're gonna get three done on deadline day. Now you have been tasked with some homework, Mickey, because I don't know much about these players that we're signing, apart from Ferguson. We'll leave him till last.
Yeah.
But we're linked with Dominic Cummings from Celtic. Is it? It's not Dominic, is it? What's his name?
Oh, Daniel.
Daniel Cummings.
Cummings.
And hello, Dino. Welcome aboard.
I'm back on comments, everyone.
He's back on comments. He's back on comments. So we've got Daniel Cummings and we've got Junior El Krupi, I think his name is, who's a player that I've had a little look at, and I've probably watched the same show reel as you, because I can't admit to ever watching him play live for Second Division Lorient. I haven't done that. But he's 18, been playing since he was 16. The kid does look mustard to me. Must be a very high quality player. But anyway, I'm going to hand over to our expert, our transfer correspondent. Mickey, start with Dominic Cummings.
Right,
What
let me just tell people though, right?
Go on.
Nick gave me this homework to do about 20 minutes before we went fucking live. So when he talks about expert, he's going to be very short and brief, especially in his Cummings ones, because he's got two highlight reels. One's 1 minute and 30 seconds, and the other one's, I think, 4 minutes and 30 seconds, but with everything shown about 3 times.
So it's more of a low light reel, is what you're saying?
Yeah, I mean, look, I think every clip was of him in the youth games. And a quick assessment I made of it, and if anyone's seen anything more, maybe they could add to it and that in the comments. But he really reminds me.
No, Mickey, you're the expert. I've already said this. So come on.
I'm the expert. So my expert opinion is my expert opinion is that he really reminds me of the man we've just got in on loan, and that's Ferguson.
Oh, well, we ain't got him in on loan yet. He ain't passed his medical yet, but it could. It's probably going to happen. Yeah.
Oh, all right then. Well, yeah, but it reminds me of him anyway. Like, his build. I mean, like I said, it was in the youth setup, so he could look a lump in the youth. And
he's 18, isn't he? And he scored about 500 goals in 20 games this year for Celtic B, isn't he?
I mean, for sure, he definitely looks a prospect and one that they'd be gutted to lose, no doubt. Like, I'd be fuming to lose him if I was if he was in part of our group. But yeah, I think he does look a very, very promising player.
Yeah.
With the names. I hope he haven't signed a Greek geezer. I think he's going to struggle with the names.
That'd be brilliant, wouldn't it? Actually, having said that, though, Mavropanos, you've always been good with, haven't you?
Oh, Stavros Mavropanos, I've been all right with. But yeah, so he looks good. The other one, Krupe, I mean, I was just looking at everyone else's comments about him, and everyone's raving about him. I must admit,
I've seen two YouTube reels. I've seen the scout report, and one of the YouTube reels, I think the one that you just watching, weren't the best. But it's the longest one. That's the thing. It's there's a lot of guff on there, and there really with that one.
Well, there was on that one, it was like they were showing you stuff, and I'm thinking, why is that on his highlight reel? Like it was pointless. I'm thinking, what the fuck? Like I said, I did only have 20 minutes to look this up. So, but that's all I needed, because as Nick says, I'm an expert on these matters. And, oh shit.
So let's listen, before we move on to Krupe, Dominic Cummings, we sign him.
No,
by
Daniel. I don't know about Dominic, but we're signing Daniel Cummings.
Dominic Cummings. We're going to sign him by the summer of 2027. How many goals is he going to have scored for West Ham?
What, in the first team?
Yeah. Mate, he's 18. We've got Potter now, not fucking Moyes.
Do you know what? That's an hard one, that is an hard one.
Come on. Make a prediction.
Thanks,
we'll come back to this.
He appreciates my expert's consideration. No, he's right. He's right there. He knows his shit, Espin.
He does.
All right, then I'll say he could get us between 8 to 12 goals.
By 2027?
Oh, sorry. I thought you meant for next season.
No, it's the summer of 2027. So 2 years.
Oh, fuck. He's gonna be a 25 goal season man by the look of it. For that one. Fuck,
Right.
you know, mark my words. If he stays fit, he does look like he's gonna be an handful for people. Look,
And we got Mbappe Mark II in Croupier, because that's what he's coined as. Now I must admit, the show reel that you watched, he doesn't look the quickest. He is fucking quick. I've seen him where he does put the burners on, mate, and he really goes. So he's a good player. He's got great finishing ability. He broke into their team when he was 16. He made his debut when he was 16, so he's definitely a talent.
He looks a tidy little player, but for everyone that's like raving about him and that I like, look, he's so.
Just say, Mick, say what you think. Go on, say what you think.
You can get carried away in highlight reels, yeah, and someone can look the absolute bollocks.
Well, you fucking haven't.
And they don't, right? But get rid of an highlight reel. I look like I could be fucking class. Yeah, Steve Bell's got it right. Who needs two when we've got Mickey? That's exactly right, son.
Exactly.
So. Yeah, I mean, that probably wasn't the best highlight reel that I could have seen of him.
So based on your research from what you've seen, what were your thoughts on him?
Well, he ain't no Mbappe. Like, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
He's more like Mbop. Yeah. So, like, that's who I see it as. But do you know what? Look, how many times have we been suckered in from a great highlight reel? Do you know what I mean? Falkirk looks to bollocks in a highlight reel.
I never watched one. I refused. I was so fuming with the prospect of him signing. I didn't need one. I knew who he was. But no. Look. Mbappe Mark II. He will be a fucking talent, mate. Everyone's after him as well. I didn't think that we was going to have a chance in hell because Lorient, they've got some sort of connection with Bournemouth. So I was under the impression that because Bournemouth won him, there was talks that they was going to get him for a 10 million deal. Now I think our deal is 10 million, but with a load of fucking add-ons as well, taking it up to about 30 million, 35 million if he wins the Ballon d'Or 4 times in a row, and if we win the Champions League and stuff like that, it will go up to about 35 million. But it does, as is being reported, it looks like a deal that could actually get done by deadline day, which would be fucking mental. Cummings will definitely get done. I've actually got a phone call now. So can you just take the comments, mate, and I'll be back in a second.
Of course I can.
Go on, mate.
Go on, put yourself on mute. So look, as Nick just said, we could sign 3 players here, and all strikers. Do you know what I mean? Ferguson will definitely be one for the future. I guess. I mean, I'm not seeing him. Has anyone seen him in the Celtic senior squad yet? Let me know in the chat if anyone's seen him, because every highlight reel that I saw was him in the youth setup. And like I said, he did look, he looked a lump. And he really did remind me of Evan Ferguson. Really did. Krupe, yeah, I mean, look, let's be, who actually knew about Krupe before we got linked with him? Because I didn't. I knew nothing about him. And when I looked on other channels and they were talking about him, really bigging him up, and in the chat, people saying he's bollocks and all this stuff, and I didn't know. But yeah, I was expecting more because of the hype that was going for him. I was expecting more. What are you saying there, Amos Mikey? I'm going to predict Cummings is going to be a boy wonder at this club if he signs. Yeah, mate, that's probably the most positive comment I've seen you post this year in 2025, son. So I'm loving that. Who's just popped in to say hello? Didn't see that. And Bess, how you doing, mate? Hello, brother. He made his debut against Villa. Who made his debut against Villa? Cockney boy. He played against Villa the other night. I think. Oh, he's at the. Sorry, that was BCH just said that, and the messages went flying up. So I'm guessing that was Champions Day. Yeah, Dino. They're all saying that as well. So it must have been that. This chat it jumps. He goes bop 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 bop. So sorry everyone if I missed your comments and that.
That's good. That's good. That was a good call. If anyone watched the show last night at the end about a player that I said that I can't talk about anymore, wink. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go to the end of the show last night and then you'll know. But yeah, it's a double wink. That's good. The one thing I was just told is they're also looking like they're pursuing. Is it Dewsbury Hall from Chelsea?
Oh, so I watched him the other day.
It's looking. Well, apparently they're looking like they're trying to get that done before the deadline as well. So there's shitloads happening now. Loads. All in the last 2 days. It's mad.
Should have got me replaced Gary Lineker.
Yeah. But yeah, so look, there is good news there on that front, because if the Winky deal gets done, and Mickey ain't got a clue what I'm talking about, have you? If the Winky deal gets done and the what do you call it, Croupy especially, and Cummins as well, because that's definitely going to be someone. Well, I say for the future, he's 18. He's the same age as Croupier. I don't even know how you say his name. Junior. I'm going to call him Junior. But
JK.
From what you're JK. But from what you're telling me, Mick, this kid, this Cummins, Daniel Cummins, he's a lump. So if he looks like he's physically there, then there's no reason why we won't be. He might not be ready to throw straight in. If he ain't good enough for Celtic's first team, he probably won't be good enough for ours straight away. But Potter's, he's renowned for getting the best out of youth players. So there's a reason why we're going for these. So we've gone from having Antonio, Fulkrug and Ings to potentially Junior, Cummins and Ferguson as well. Now, Ferguson, I'm sticking to me guns on Ferguson. I'm a miserable bastard, I know. I do think he could do a job for us. I do. It just burns me a little bit that Brighton are using us. That's all. It does.
Yeah, but then there's another way of looking at it, that we could also be fucking them up in a sense, because if one of their strikers goes down, then they're only playing with one striker. Now, I'm not being funny, but say he does it a ground running for us, Ferguson, and we're not that far behind them.
Yeah.
So it could be they could be fucking themselves up here. And I get what you're saying. He's just using us, or Brighton are using us to get their player fit. But at the end of the day, it'd be different if we didn't need a striker, but we do. Yeah. We need one. So I don't see it as a bad situation.
I mean, there is some good news on this as well, because you know you are, if you're watching. Well, I know you'll be watching. But I was told that this transfer with Ferguson was going to unfold exactly how it's unfolded back at the start of a week or so ago, whenever it was, when the news broke. Not at the start of the window, but I've not spoken to the bloke before, so I sort of, and I'm so sort of against the Ferguson, but everything that he said to the letter has gone to fruition, and that because it weren't just us that was in for Ferguson, there was other clubs as well, and he said Tony Bloom has got a real good relationship with Potter, and the issue that they've got at the moment is Ferguson signed a new deal. Apparently, Ferguson turned into a bit of a dick, a big-time Charlie, once he'd signed his new deal. We've seen this before, haven't we, with a few players. And the new manager, the young German, don't like him at all. He thinks he's a fucking arsehole, basically. There was also something to be said about the injuries that he's had this year. They ain't all been actual injuries. It was just apparently to sort of appease, a lot of them were to appease the Brighton fans who wanted him back in the team. Wanted to know why he was out, but it was just easier for them to say that he's injured. He was apparently being a bit of a dick. So I think Tony Bloom sees Potter as somebody that can get Ferguson back on track. Maybe he just don't connect with this manager, Hersler. Maybe he just doesn't connect with him. But Potter obviously feels like he can. There's definitely a player there. We've seen it. And look, we ain't got him for many games because he can't play against Chelsea. he can't play against Brighton. So we've got him for what, 13 games? That's all he's going to be playing for us.
If he stays fit, yeah.
If he stays fit. So we've got him for 13 games. If he does well and he scores a lot of goals, obviously that's going to be the bummer, because then we're going to fucking feel like we want him. But you would imagine that we're probably going to be in a driving seat with a player then, because if Ferguson has got a good relationship with Potter, which I'm assuming that he has, and he proves himself this season, and he plays every minute of every game, and he's fit, and he can go on a fucking lung busting run without pulling a hamstring like Fulkrug, then why wouldn't you go out and pay a lot of money for him? But I suppose at least we are doing a try before you buy. There's no way that Brighton were going to insert an option in his contract, because at the moment he ain't worth fuck all. He's not worth anywhere near what his potential should have him. It's like if we set Kudus's fee now. You know, we said 85 million when we got him, but now, you'd be lucky to get 50 or 60 for him based on his current form. So they know that if he picks up towards the end of the season and we have a good, strong finish, they're going to cash in. They're going to cash in. They'll have a player worth an awful lot more. So it's and also, mate, Mickey as well at the same time, being devil's advocate and trying to talk myself round. If he helps us in the same way that Lingard helped us, and I fucking hate Lingard for what he did, but he did start us off on our European journey. If he can help us in the same way, it's very unlikely we're going to get top 8. But if he can help us push up the table, every Premier League place is worth 3 million. So if he gets us up 4 or 5 places, then it was a worthwhile purchase. Not a purchase, but there will be a fee attached. There'll be a couple of million for a loan.
Oh well, I thought you was going to say if he was to have that impact, would you want to sign him on a permanent at the end of that loan?
At the end of the loan, if he proves himself and he's firing and he wants to come, then yeah, absolutely, I'd be happy then at that point for them to break the bank. The only thing is, you're always going to have the concern with because his injury record is his injury record. It don't matter whether he has a clean bill of health in 13 games or not. If you go back through his history, it's littered with fucking, the last few years, it's littered with problems. So it is a risk.
But that's why I wouldn't sign him on a permanent, even if he come in and smashed it. It's for that reason. Now, it's not his fault. You can't help that. It's just because of the history that we've got with strikers. Look, you know what it'd be, right? So it'd be that
I like that, Garino.
If we didn't sign him, say like he smashed it and we didn't sign him because of the injury, whoever he goes to next, he'll probably carry on and smash it and won't get injured for seasons. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If we was to sign him, chances are he'll get fucking injured the first game that he becomes permanent for us. It's just the luck that we have with strikers. So just from our history with strikers, then I wouldn't. I'd rather go with someone who's got a better injury record than he has, personally.
Yeah. For the long term, I mean, do you know what? I probably would have still been very disappointed with this window had it materialised that we're just burned the whole fucking window just waiting for Brighton to give us Ferguson on a loan. But if on the final day we can pull off, I mean, you got. Look, I'm happy with that. I'm happy to get Krug because Krug, he's 18. He's unlikely to feature much for us straight away anyway. I'm happy for us to sort of farm him back out to Lorient. That makes sense to me. If we can get Winky done, that'd be even better for the summer. If we can get a Dewsbury Hall in now, gives us a different option in midfield. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but it can't be worse than what we've got in some areas. And we've got Cummings as well. And don't forget, you have got the likes of Fulkrug, who's due back in April as well, when the season's basically done. But yeah, I don't know. I know 97. There's loads that have been banging on about it. I think the main thing for me is I really just didn't want him, so I've just been completely ignoring it. I mean, the guy literally told me almost on script. If I go back and read if it was a phone call, but literally everything he said has gone how he said it. So we have got a new source. That's good. Definitely knows his stuff. I don't.
I said the same thing, Eltel. I said to Nick, I'm watching. I said I didn't know he plays for Orient. I thought he played.
Yeah.
Reading that, fuck good hell. Winky, a new Teletubby.
So look, it's all good news on that front now. Really, if we can get those deals done and finalised. So Dewsbury Hall, Croupier in the summer, Winky, who's the other one? Cummins and Ferguson. That's good. You know, that gives us loads of new numbers up front, loads of new reinforcements. We've got Somerville and Bowen. Whether they're back tomorrow or not, I don't know. It was a bit cryptic when he Potter, but they have been in the training videos. You'd imagine they will be. Paqueta hasn't trained all week, so I'll be surprised if he's playing because he definitely pulled up bad in that game, didn't he? Do you know what I loved? Do you know what I loved about that, Mick? Do you know when he pulled, because he was so good in that game, right? But he had played so well. When Potter sort of signalled over to him, he went, no. He wanted to stay on because it was only the last few minutes, so they took fucking Caduce off, didn't they?
Yeah, it's all like that.
And they left Paqueta the cripple on the pitch, and he scored, didn't he? He scored right at the end.
Do you know what, right? I've got a theory. It's not a big theory about Paqueta, but I've got a theory that people, like other players, are scared of him. You know, I reckon he bosses Brazil's team. Like, I reckon he's the fucking main man. Like, don't fuck about with him.
Mate, he's powerful. Did you see how he was matching the big centre backs for power?
I think he was holding
them off. He was like,
I think he loves it. I think he loves a bit of like rough and tumble. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think that all the Brazilians know this as well. So I think that they give him a little bit of leeway. I can't remember what game it was. It was a couple of years ago, I think, and it was Anthony in Man United and all these other people, and they didn't want to fucking know. Like, they give him a wide berth when like.
Well, do you remember when he bossed that Guimaraes in the Newcastle game as well? He fucking bossed him when we
that's
played
his mate. Do you know what I mean? And everyone thinks that. And who else did he boss? Joe Linton, wasn't he?
Joe Linton, yeah, Joe Linton.
Joe Linton, man. He bossed him, and he's all like, and he's again.
What the thing is, he's an awkward fucker. That's why I quite like him. I like him playing as a forward because playing up against big, cumbersome centre backs. First of all, he's big and powerful, so he can hold them off. But also, do you know what? If they commit, they've got the risk of, number one, him either knocking the ball through your legs and making you look like a fucking dick, or number two, go anywhere near him and he's going to throw himself to the fucking floor and try and win a penalty. So he must be a nightmare to play against because you just don't know what he's going to do.
No, like I said, look, listen, I know we've had this debate about him throwing himself to the floor. Now, I can always stand it. I can get on board with it when he's playing his game, when he's on his game. When he ain't, you do get frustrated with him. But
is there sound issues? What, from both of us?
I don't know, because sound's breaking up, lads. Sound's perfect for me. I thought someone was just joking. Sorry. Abby and Rich got no sound issues. Sound okay. I don't know if he's...
I think they're just talking about the way you talk, Mick, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm a bit jumpy.
Whoop, whoop. No, but it's... Yeah, I'm sort of... Oh, look. This season, for me, we're smack bang in... We're literally 10 points off of the relegation spots, but we're 10 points off of 8th. So this season could literally go either way. Well, it could go one of three ways. We could just stay where the fuck we are, or we could push on up the table, or we could have a nightmare, get more injuries, and dip down further. I don't think the latter's going to happen. I've got faith in Potter. I think we're going to finish strong enough. For me, I'm going to say this now, right?
Yeah.
I will just make do with finishing above Everton this year. I can't have him finishing above us, mate.
Yeah,
I can't have it. Can't have that.
You know what? We've been saying that there's nothing to play for now, but that is the thing to play for.
I can't have that.
We've got. That's the thing to play for. We've got to finish above Everton, and that's sickening.
Oh, fucking shithouse FC!
Wait,
they're going to start.
What? He wouldn't be a bad manager to get in for next year. Old David Moyes.
OBE, David Moyes, OBE. I bet all the fucking all the Moyes in lot. I bet they're loving this, aren't they? I bet they are. Oh.
Yeah, of course he is. You know what I mean?
It's all short lived. It's a fucking manager bounce. Wait until he pisses a few of them off. It will happen.
Well, look, let's get it right. When he come back for that second stint, we was playing some good football in that lockdown. But then all of a sudden, he reverts back to type. So whether it be next game, next month, or next season or something, he will revert back to boring Moyes. He will. You know, at the moment, it's just heartbreaking to see. Isn't it?
Oh, mate. Look,
it's heartbreaking to see. What?
I've got an exclusive update from X, and he's basically said the Eli Junior Krupi update. It appears that how many times have we seen this? It appears that the move for Junior Krupi has hit a significant hurdle. Talks had gone well with the club and the player, and the club were confident that a few hours ago that agreement could be reached. But the main hurdle at the moment appears to be around the agent and now player, thinking it is better for them to wait until the summer before moving.
Yeah, some people did say in here that. Do you know what?
No. But that's no. What that was signing a deal now and loaning him back. This ain't. This is fucking waiting until the summer.
No, someone else did put in here about the wait until the summer. But do you know what I reckon that could be? That could well truly be that if they've seen that we got Ferguson on loan, and they're probably thinking that Ferguson's going to be that main man. Do you get what I mean? So then is his chances going to be slimmer?
Yeah, maybe.
Comes in there, and then I'll wait till the summer when Ferguson's loans finishes. I don't know. I'm just trying to think.
So we're going to get Ferguson. So now we're back to Ferguson, and maybe Dewsbury Hall. Yeah, Ferguson, Ferguson and Ferguson Mark II. So look, based on the Chelsea game tomorrow, mate, because they're how they been doing the last few games, Chelsea? Let's have a look.
Not that great. Not that they've fell away a little bit. They was on fire at one point, but
let's have a look, see what they've been up to. So Chelsea.
I don't even really call them Chelsea no more. I call them fucking Cole Palmer FC. Do you know what I mean?
They've been great. Look, if I go back to when they played Everton, so this is 7 games ago. So they drew 0-0 away at Everton. They lost 2-1 at home to Fulham. They lost 2-0 away at Ipswich. They drew 1 at Palace. They drew 2-2 at home to Bournemouth. They beat Wolves 3-1, and then they lost 3-1 to Chelsea. That's not on a good run of form.
No, that's what I said. They're not on it. They're not on it at the moment. That's why it'd be interesting to see, because tomorrow will be interesting because you've got a lot of different aspects about that. You've got the Potter aspect. He's going to want to get one over on them because of like how it all ended at Chelsea for me. Then you've got, obviously, it's a London derby. Can't stand Chelsea. But then at the same time, on the opposite side, they're in a bit of a bad patch of form.
Yeah.
They need to get something to, like they are at home. Yeah. I think it could. Obviously, Chelsea are going to be the favourites, but if we did get a result at Chelsea, I wouldn't be so surprised. Let's say that. But I think Chelsea will win.
I've gone over to the Claret and Booze expert because no point asking you, Mick. Apparently, the Chelsea have got the second best XG. All right, so Kerry, I'm going to sack Mickey and get Kerry in. They've got the second best XG apparently this season and the 4th best defence.
Well, you say that. I'm the one who just messaged Kerry that. So
yeah, XG. I know, but I'll tell you what. Some of the fucking performances this weekend, though. I mean, Nottingham Forest. What the? Did you think the funniest thing with that game, right? Was Brighton were the best team by far for about 20 minutes. And Forest just kept on hitting them with like these ridiculous fucking mental counter-attacks. And that's how they play, because they won 7-0 with 34% possession.
They were just...
It's fucking mad.
They were so
absolutely mad.
Like, they look so entertaining to watch.
Yeah.
Obviously, any game that's got 7 goals in it is going to be an entertaining game, but it's just... It was
They play proper counter-attack, didn't they?
Yeah, proper it's not... Yeah. I've always liked Nuno as a manager. I really have. Like, I thought before he went to Spurs, I thought he's one of the better managers in the league. That's how I saw him personally. But that was before he went to Spurs, and he sort of fucked it all up. But I've never really seen him as a counteracting manager. But he's been doing that. He's sort of like the way Leicester won the Premier League. Not saying they're going to win the Premier League, but fuck me, they.
Well, I'll tell you what, they ain't letting go. It's a lot of ground to make up on Liverpool, because let me just fucking Liverpool. See Salah's goal as well. It's the most Salah goal ever, wasn't it? He's different class, isn't he? But
Salah's
anyway,
having it this season. I mean, he has it every season, but this season he's thought, fuck this, I'm smashing it.
I know, and Chelsea just not Chelsea, City just got battered by Arsenal 5-1. As well.
I didn't even see that.
They got battered 5-1, mate. I mean, I didn't watch the game, but I just saw the result. But fucking hell,
that's bad, man. I don't remember seeing City this low in the league under Pep.
Well, the thing is, they're 4th. Do you know they've lost 7 games and they're still 4th?
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought that was lower than that. But it just seems really low for them. Because I've not seen them like this.
Yeah. I think counter attack, if it's done properly with the way that they do it, because they've got proper pace. It's almost like because I don't like hoofball, so I don't like launching the ball down. Like a lot of Sam Allardyce. That's
Yeah, I
not
don't
counter
like
attack.
that.
But if
No.
you're going to sort of spring the ball into the channels and then attack en masse on pace, which is what they do, then I'm all for that. That's exciting. That's edge of your seat stuff, isn't it?
Or even that, it's like, there's a difference between a hoof it long ball and a placed over the head. Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
over the top thing. Thanks, Alan. Look at that. Go on, son.
Oh, look. Let's see if it still
Whey.
works. Got to do it, Mick.
Pew, 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 pew.
That's it. You got.
Like, that ain't saying though, because we don't want to frighten John away. John, don't want to frighten him away for good.
Oh,
Fuck off, Gary.
What's that? It's on Sky. Ferguson failed medical. I wouldn't be surprised. Honestly. I wouldn't.
No, I wouldn't be surprised, but Gary.
He's a wind up. Gary's a fucking wind up. I know.
Yeah,
I need to check now.
Yeah.
I need to check. Fuck's sake.
Well done to you, Gary. You've disrupted the flow.
You've disrupted the flow. What flow? We ain't got no flow. But anyway, going back to Chelsea. Fuck Chelsea anyway, right? Fuck Chelsea.
Yeah, fuck Chelsea.
I know we might not have Paqueta, but look, let's just say we've got Somerville and Bowen. They've got to be back. They've been training, right? They've been training all fucking week. They've got to be there or thereabouts. So let's just say, mate, we ain't got Paqueta. Mavropanos is back. I think he's going to go with a back three, Mick. I think that's what he's going to do. Now, this is what I think that that Potter could do, starting from the back, right? So Areola is obviously going to be in goal.
Yeah.
Kilman left centre back. I think Mav in the middle. And I think you're going to have Aaron Wan-Bissaka as a right centre back. I'm desperate to see him there. I think he really would give us a bit more solidity, especially because they've got pace. I want to see him just stay. He's our best defender. Just keep him there. I think that would be fine. And I think Kilman always plays better as left of a back three as well. Right wing back, I want to see Jimmy. I want to see Jimmy at right wing back. I don't really care who plays out of Emerson and Scholes. I'd probably start with Emerson, and then I would go to Scholes later on in the game because Emerson always tires. And then you've got your two central midfielders because it's kind of like a 3-4-3 in it. Two central midfielders is going to be Alvarez and probably Souček in there. Or no, I'll tell you what I'd like to do is Alvarez and Soler. And then in the 10, I'd like to see Kudus. Because it's a 3-4-3, isn't it? So am I getting that right? So I've done
3-4-3.
Yeah, so he's doing a 3-4-3. And then in the in kind of the 10, I'd like to see Kudus, Bowen, and maybe Ings. I'm gonna say it. Kudus, Bowen, and Ings. I think Ings will be fine. Maybe play Ings in the 10. And play Bowen and Kudus sort of advanced of Ings because I think Ings is all right at link up play.
Yeah,
but it will be Souček. It will be Souček.
I don't think Ings gets a start under Potter. I don't. I think
you don't reckon?
I don't. I think that if he was going to play him, especially against Chelsea, I think if he was going to play him as a striker, he would have been against Villa. I think. Which I thought he would have done.
So it's a middle three then, Mick. So Alvarez obviously plays. So who's going to be? Is it going to be Soler, Souček, Kudus, and Bowen? Is that what you can see happening? No. Well, he's been training. He's been running on grass now for 2 weeks.
I got a feeling, not just to say give this up, but I don't. If it's touch and go for players for what's that?
He's put a funny emoji up there.
Thanks, mate.
Cheers, mate.
But I think that if he's sort of touch and go, maybe even if he's 70-30 fitness, I don't think he chances them. I don't. I think that he'll just
I would against Chelsea. I
don't think he will. I think that he'll look at the bigger picture and go, well, look, we've got more chance of getting stuff out of other games. Not that I want to do that. Thanks, Alan. You don't need to keep doing that, brother.
Cheers, Al. Thanks very much, mate.
Thanks, mate.
You got to pew him now. He just likes to pew-pews.
I'd like to think Jimmy. I think what's he say? I think Jimmy Potter is keeping his cards close. Yeah, see, for me, I don't think he does. I don't think he starts them. Maybe they'll come on as subs, but to get
mate, we want to hope they're fucking fit because we can't be missing Paqueta and Bowen from that team. We can't. That's heavy, isn't it? You know, we can't be missing them two. Fuck that. I mean, if we do, then Kudus is going to have a fucking amazing game. He's going to have to get back to his best because we know that Kudus is better than what he showed just lately.
Yeah, of course we do. We see him last season. He's unfucking playable last season.
Yeah.
He's just unreal. So, yeah, like it's so hard to know. It's so hard. Do you know what? It's not a bad thing because under Loppe and under Moyes, you sort of knew who was going to play every fucking game.
Yeah.
But at the moment, under Potter, I don't like. Yeah, you're right. He's going to play Mavropanos, but I see like oh mate, Mavropanos scares the life out of me. I've got to admit.
But I would play him rather than Cresswell, even though Cresswell and Sufel didn't have bad games, did they? The other day they played all right, the pair of them. But you've got to play a centre back at centre back, mate. You've got to kind of bear with him. Every now and then he does have a good game. You know, did Hammers Mikey gifted a membership earlier on as well?
He did, mate. And
well
Gary
done, mate.
Brock,
Cheers, mate.
Gary Brock. Sorry, Gary. I can't remember. Well, I can remember you, so I just can't say it. He took it. So well done, mate.
Well done, Gal.
Even though you fucking lied about Ferguson failing that medical, you bastard.
Sky saying Ferguson completes medical. Cheers, Trini.
Thanks, Trini. See, this is a man who talks sense.
He
I'm
does.
guessing you're a man, mate, but go on.
Yeah.
I'm not the judge. But yeah, I think it'd be interesting. I think it'd be a good game tomorrow. I really do. I mean, I always enjoy the Chelsea games because I do think we usually turn up for them.
We turn up. We play well against them. I mean, well, we didn't. I mean, we had a horrible game this season, didn't we? Against them, that was fucking terrifying.
Yeah, but that was shocking. I was fuming about that because we showed absolutely no fight again, and that was one thing that I hated with Loppe. We very rarely did we show any kind of fight.
No.
But you know, so I'll be looking for that tomorrow. I want us to. I think that the show that you done with Adam yesterday, and you said that would you take a loss if we showed fight and willing? Well, yeah, all day long because that's what we want. We just want to see football, like from our football team. We just want to be entertained. So if they show the passion and that to go for a fight with Chelsea, yeah, I'll suffer that. We don't expect. I don't expect to beat Chelsea.
No. So what's this, Nick? Can you see this Lorient forward being in the first team this season? I'm going to be perfectly honest with you, Liam. I don't know too much about him. I don't. I only know based on what I've seen from a scout report. Just before coming on air, and it's very impressive scout report. The fact that he's been playing, he's not new. He's been playing since he was 16, top flight football. So he's had a couple of years' experience. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm assuming that he would be there or thereabouts if we're looking to commit to a deal of that size. Where we are as a squad at the moment, I don't think you're going out buying prospects at the minute for that sort of money, Mick, are you?
Well, I'm pretty disappointed you didn't pass that over to me as the residential scout expert.
He asked me directly because I think he's lost faith in your expertise.
Well, you're lost, mate, because I was just going to show you. I was going to tell you some gold, but I'm not going to now. Listen, I'm going to have to actually do some more homework on it because from the highlight reel I see, no, I can't see him starting in the team. To be honest with you, straight away.
No.
Although, as Nick said,
maybe at the moment he would because we've got no one else. We've got no one else.
Yeah, I mean, to me, he didn't look like an out-and-out striker. To me,
no, I will give you that because the clips that I saw, which were very good, he looks at his best when he plays on either side. It's when he's sort of cutting in from a wide area.
So the inside forward, then he's more
an inside forward. I mean, he can play as a direct forward as well. You know, there's a lot of the clips you see he's running straight down the fucking middle, but he looks most impressive when. Oh, hang on, I've got another phone call. 1 minute, hang on.
Yeah, go on, put me on.
I'm getting like Gonzo, aren't I? Right, 1 minute, go on.
Oh, mate. And this ain't even deadline day, people. Wait until tomorrow. It's going to be everywhere. Whoa, what are we going to get there? Fergie's only on 30 grand a week. Yeah, So yeah, sorry. To answer the other question, yeah, for me, he's not an out and out striker, as we just said, and Nick said that he's an inside forward from what he saw. So I was right in that way. But that Cummings really does look like your centre forward that we love at West Ham. You know, like that sort of Dean Ashton type centre forward. And dare I say it, Haller, which I mean, look, even I was fed up with Haller. But looking back on it, oh, fucking hell. Not even from how he's been, but even when he was with us, done all right there. So let's see that. What's he saying? In my opinion, Oak Ferguson has a stinker. Really? But why? Amared, why? Honestly, why? Because at the end of the day, that's the bullet. Yeah, he's growing, mate. He's growing. But at the end of the day, he's playing for us. Like, he might not be a West Ham player, but he's for a time being. So I'd want him to do well. Like at the end of the day, if he plays well for us and ends up like getting his value up and Brighton selling him, but that means he's done a good job for us. Do you know what I mean? So that's what I would do. I mean, sorry, that's how I see it. So explain to me why you hope he has a stinker. Oh fuck me, this ain't gone wrong with this. He jumped so badly on this one. But this way, Warren, what are you saying? Good morning, Australia. Is it good? We are buying young players. Do you know what? It would be good. It would be good if we play him. But look at like Guillermo. You know, like we got him and he's not playing him. Right, he's off the phone now. So
He keeps finding. He's watching me. He
what
said,
did
"Are you
Brady
really?"
want?
He
What
said,
did
"Are you
Brady
really
want?
live?" He said, "Because what's that?"
What did Brady want?
Yeah, weren't Brady. Right. Okay. I'm doing. He's watching the show, so he knows I'm live. And he's basically this is Sports X, and
Hello, Sport X.
he's basically got a defender, a centre back. And I couldn't even spell it. I've just had to fucking Google it. His name is Nasa Giga. DJIGA. I'm looking at him now. He's a fucking lump. He's massive. Centre back. He's 22 years old from Burkina Faso. Plays for Red Star Belgrade. And apparently he's coming to the Premier League in this window because Palace are after him. And I can't remember the other clubs that he just told me are after him. But there's Palace were definitely one of them. And we can get him for a very reasonable deal as well. Apparently he's a fucking unit. Very, very good, solid defender. So I'm just doing a bit of a sales piece there for Sports X for if because I don't know if anyone in the chat knows of him. DJI, where is it? DJIGA. So this is a player that can come in this window before deadline day. So you know, I think probably what that is basically players that they're queuing up because normally you get most activity on the final day. That's when if West Ham's deals fall through, like the fucking one with Krupi's just fallen through. By the looks of it, every single deal it just feels like it's gone this way. Every single deal this window, it just feels like they're offered and they get so far. I mean, even this one, Krupi must have been a player that they all fancied because
do you know what though? I think it's also though because we're getting to know a little bit more about how it's working out with transfers. So maybe that's why. I just want to quickly address this one because Amared said earlier on while he was on the phone, he said that he hopes that Ferguson flops at West Ham, but for me, I can't get behind that.
I don't hope he flops because that means
I can't get behind
we
that.
suffer.
So, but what you're saying here, like, he's sort of got what you said the other day on your channel, on your show, sorry, about why would you want to develop another team's player and make the money? But there's two ways of seeing that. Yeah, we actually need a striker, and it benefits us as well if he stays fit, and that really it does benefit us for us in the short term. If his value goes up while he's playing for us, it means that he's done well for us.
Yeah, of course.
So I would. What's going on? So I would separate. I can't get behind when you said about you hope he flops for us. I can't get behind that. I really don't.
This is him. So yeah, that's the player. So Nasa Giga. There you go. So a baby as well, 22 years old. He's got Champions League experience as well. playing for Red Star Belgrade. So, yeah. Look, I think we do need reinforcements, Mick, at centre-back, don't we? Let's face it. I think that goes without saying.
Yeah, I don't fucking trust. Look, you can say what you want about Mavropanos and you know,
Mavropony, as you can say.
yeah, to me, he's not. Even when he's good, he's not great. Like I don't like Mavropanos. I'm sorry to say. So
no,
and that's fine, Amared. If it's bad business for you, all I'm saying is that I just don't want to get. I don't get behind the you hope he flops. At the end of the day, he's playing for us. I don't want any play. As much as I don't really like Suchek as a player, as a man, he's class. But
he's a lovely man. He is.
he's a lovely man. But as a player, I mean, he's not doing too bad at the moment, I guess. But what I'm saying is that you still,
class.
Yeah, you still what class? What?
No, he's a class person. Even Sufel. What everyone was saying, right? So when I went to the Villa game away, yeah, they're always the ones that come over to the fans. They're travelling away support, and they've always done that. Every away game that I've been to this season as well, but all the ones I went to last season, they're always there. And Sufel went one step fucking further this time. He started snatching people's kids off of them so they could take pictures of him holding their kids.
I'll see that.
That was fucking brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
I spoke to your son and he said that you took a board saying, Suchek, can I please have your top? He said that you...
I did, yeah. I've got on my knees so I could look like a kid.
He said that. He did say that's what you've done. He said you had your cap on back to front as well.
Yeah, no, he took one look at me and walked the other way. He you put donkey on me.
Yeah.
You Territon Bulls prick.
That's where you fucked yourself. What's this? Vicky, I had a postie no more, Neil. I've chucked that in, mate. I got rid of the postie job.
He got caught out. He kept on throwing all the letters in the bin.
I kept going down the cab. I kept looking for the birthday card.
Mate, do you talk about that? When I was a kid, I think I must have been about 12, 13 years old. And do you know, like it was like the local cab shop. They give you all the flyers, don't they? That you go and post through the letterbox. No,
yeah,
they give you 20 quid. I just, mate, we used to. It's bad, but you used to go and get them and just throw them in the skip. Just throw them in the skip and then go back about 3-4 hours later and collect our money.
Yeah, but you can't do that nowadays because every cunt has got a fucking Ring doorbell. They call you that, you're fucked straight away.
No.
Mate.
I know. Oh, mate. So, back to Chelsea, mate. What we'll do, we'll try and wrap this one up in an hour. By the way, people, tomorrow, Mickey's going to try and get back for the watch-along. So, he's going to try and get back for the watch-along. He's working. But if not, I won't do the watch-along myself because I'm going to watch that game with my son, the Chelsea game. And then I will be on after the game and I'll be doing a live review and phone-in show tomorrow after the Chelsea game. So I'll have a late one. So you'll be able to phone in tomorrow. There's no point doing a phone in tonight because there's not really much to talk about, is there? I think, and do you know what? I think there should be a mini celebration tomorrow as well because I'm going to be happy when this fucking window's closed. I actually am. I'm so fucking bored of it now. I mean, I've covered this one more than any other. I have. It's all his fucking fault. The bloke who phones me. So I'll keep on getting new players.
Yeah, but do you know what? Though? Do you know what? In all honesty, as much as the transfer windows frustrate me, we get with this player, that player. I've got to admit, I do love it. It's a secret frustration, but it's a secret sort of frustration.
It would be good if maybe we'd have got if it was made more interested by the club. If we'd have signed maybe one player sort of midway through the window, and then you think, do you know what I mean? They could make it more interesting, but leaving it all till the last minute is fucking mad, isn't it? I know this thing with Ferguson weren't our fault. That was Brighton. Brighton laid down the law with that one. They said we're not going to do anything until the end of the window, which is mad.
Well, look, someone just done this. Mickey's new job, Sullivan's butler, right? Now, I just tried to do, while you were talking, I was trying to do like a stabbing motion, but on camera, it don't look like that. It looks like something else. I'm doing this.
Yeah.
It's meant to be a stabbing motion. So you go, look.
Yeah. That's your new job, Mick, isn't it?
Get a lot of money for that.
That's your new job. That's your new job.
Even my hype and Sullivan got a duck ban.
Oh, mate. But yeah, so look, Mickey, we'll just go back to the Chelsea game. We won't run this one on for too long because
Yeah, go on,
I
mate.
think we're running out of things to fucking talk about for this. I hate it when there's no football on the weekend. But
No, I
Chelsea,
mean,
mate, tell me what you think is going to happen against Chelsea.
all right. In all honesty, I reckon it's going to be a 3-1 loss. I know it's not good. I'm just being a realist. I love to say West Ham to win. I mean, I'm starting to sound like Avis Mikey. That like he's got a 4-1 loss. I think that's his favourite scoreline.
Put all your predictions in the chat, people. We'll put all your predictions up.
Predictions in your chat, and we'll see what
I
you all say.
I want score. I want the score, correct score, and anytime goal scorer. So give me a correct score and an anytime goal scorer, and then we'll go back and review it tomorrow.
Look at this.
Go on.
Mickey waking off Sullivan off is why we're getting free strike with him. Take me later. Oh, fuck it. Let's get rid of that. Yeah, so I'm saying 3-1 loss for me tomorrow. I think that Palmer is the man, and he at Chelsea. He's the man.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think he's gonna have a terrific game, and I think it'd be a 3-1 loss. How about yourself?
I'm going to go for a Desmond. I'm going for a 2-2.
Yeah, a lot of people have. Happy Emirates went for that. Sorry, they're all gone up. 3-2. We've got Shane. 3-0 Chesky. Palmer 2. Whoa, they're all flying in. Sorry. We've got 2-1, 2-2s, 2-1 West Ham, 2-2.
Mate, they're all next to us on the screen, mate. Look.
Oh, yeah. No, you know what? I knew that. I was just winding you up, right?
But yeah, I reckon 2-2. I think we'll go 2-1 up, and I reckon that they'll fucking nick a goal late on or something. I think that's what'll happen.
You think we'll go 2-1 up?
I think we'll go 2-1 up. I think we'll come out the blocks. I think we'll come out the blocks and we'll do well. But then I think what will happen is we'll suffer because of our lack of squad depth, and they'll just keep on fucking bringing more and more players on. Well, they can only bring 5 on, but they've got better players to bring on. Yeah, better players to bring on.
On their bench, they've got players that could easily get in the first team.
They can freshen up, and I think that's where we'll struggle. So I do reckon I expect us to come out the block and give a good account of ourselves. I do. If we win, it'd be a magnificent result because I know they're not on a good run of form. We went and looked at that yesterday, but not yesterday, earlier on.
Yeah.
But you know what? They're a fucking good team still. They've got a lot of good players. So going there and beating them, you've got to fucking play well. You've got to be on your game. So
of course we have. Yeah, they're still as much as their form's dipped. It's not terrible form. It's not like they're shit. You've got to remember where we are in the league and where they are in the league, and it's like that for a reason. So
can I ask you something?
Go on.
Can I? What were your thoughts with the Evening Standard article where Potter said that Souček was basically his dream signing?
I don't know if to believe it or not. I don't know why. Like, I don't know.
I wanted to cry. when I read that.
I believe it. Whose dream signing would Souček be? Because I know he scores goals here and there and everywhere, but he ain't a good player.
No, I know.
So I don't know if I believe it. I think that
you know that the headline, it is misleading, right? So the headline says they use the word dream because he mentions it. What he does actually say in the article is that he's a dream to work with. He puts everything in training and everything on the pitch, and he's so the headline is a bit misleading. He didn't say he's a dream signing because oh mate, if he had have done, I would have. I think I'd have broke my computer.
Right, okay, well that makes more sense because I thought what's gone on here. Like it didn't make sense to me that he would say he's a dream signing.
Yeah,
but I think you could see that from Souček would be a manager's dream. I don't think you don't kick up a fuss.
And you know what? Even with Lopetegui, he was probably one of the only players that was given his all, even under a complete dickhead in charge. He still does everything for the team and for the fans, doesn't he? So he's a professional. He is a professional.
What I've always called him, I've always said that he's the Rodney Trotter of football. Like you love him. Like he's a
Yeah.
He's a little rogue. You love him, but
He's not little.
no, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
He's I don't know. Yes, threw me off now. He's tall, and I always say little.
Yeah.
I always call people little. I don't know why.
But yeah, so I reckon 2-2 anyway. Anyway, look, we'll leave it there because we don't want to take up any more of your time this evening because we've got fuck all to talk about. West Ham, you've got another player there you can look at. There you go, Nasser Jigger. So it's another player that is going to be proposed to West Ham, and they'll probably say no. They'll probably say no, don't want him. But you never know. But there's a name. There's a name anyway. So if Palace sign him and he turns out to be the best defender ever, you'll know West Ham could have had him first.
Just like Forest did with Milenkovic.
Yeah, Milenkovic. Well, no, Milenkovic we should have had in that. Do you know what? We should have signed Zuma and Milenkovic that summer.
I believe we should have done. Yeah, I don't think it should have been one or the other. I think
we should have signed them both. We should have signed them both. I'd say here's a question for you all, just before we go, actually. If Bowen's back tomorrow, does Souček retain the armband or does it go back on Bowen? I'll go to you first, Mick.
Goes to Bowen, of course it does.
Do you think so?
Yeah, he ain't taking that away from our best player. He's not going to fuck that
relationship up.
Yeah, no way. No way.
Do you think Souček will take it off, though, and give it to... I don't reckon he takes it off. I reckon he showers in it and everything.
I think that he probably puts it round like a band like on his head. Do you know what I mean?
I'm captain.
You know what I mean? Like
but yeah, look, anyway, we'll let you all go. Cheers, Mick. Cheers, everyone in the chat. And we'll see you tomorrow after we batter Chelsea 7-0.
Keep you posted about the watch-along now.
Yeah. Laters.
I'm
going to leave a delay because for some reason this software cuts us off early. So say goodbye, Mick.
Goodbye, Mick.